haven't seen it.
What was it supposed to be?
I'm
Is that
excited.
what you're doing it from Singing in the Rain? Okay.
Did you record?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited for after this, guys. You know why?
Because what? You're going to eat food?
No, I have food, actually.
Oh.
I'm excited to walk to my car. But no, it's, I can't remember what they're called. They're the little cone thingies.
Pizza cone.
No.
Because I heard those are pretty uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the pizza flavored
Like
Pringles are not
Funyuns or
great.
whatever the crap.
Funyuns are like a waste of like packaging and stuff, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But we should probably get started. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Wildcast Podcast.
Hey, Hope, we're recording now, so don't hit your microphone.
Sorry. I just brushed it gently.
So I am not your host, as always, Doug.
We don't have a host.
You're the host.
Sure.
It's your show. Who are you?
I'm Cameron,
Oh,
as always.
hi, Cameron.
And you're Doug,
I am Doug.
as always. And we have a guest.
We have our first female guest. Is that okay that I say that?
Yeah, because I feel like it's going to be pretty obvious.
I mean, but is that what you identify as?
A female?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. You never know.
You don't get a lot of that other stuff in Utah.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
My pronouns are she and her.
Yeah, on Bumble and Tinder, it is amazing how many times you see I'm a trans woman, and I'm like, cool, good for you, I guess. Like,
I don't really get any of that.
I don't get into that either because I don't go there.
I don't really get on them.
Yeah, it's not great. But I don't want to get into this actually because I know I'm gonna get in trouble. So Hope, what do you do on staff? Like what do you do? What's your job?
Well, I'm on the social media team with
Hey, me too.
Doug.
And Thomas.
Doug's on the team too, and yeah.
Now ask me what I've done for the team yet.
You know, we're all just still
anybody
trying.
done for that
How
team?
long have we been in school? And we're still just trying to figure out.
I think we're on
what
week
to do.
5.
I tweeted.
5 or 6. Did you?
I tweeted yesterday. I changed the Twitter banner yesterday.
Okay.
You know, we're making progress. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just feel like we need. Yeah, it's fine. We don't need to talk about this here.
Yeah, I think I
We're
gave
working on it.
Kiefer. I think I kind of just told Kiefer that he could do Twitter if he wanted.
Yeah, but
Because
maybe we
he
should.
wants to. He
Well,
said that he wanted to.
I feel like we still need to maintain like professional, like a professional image. Okay, here's my.
Not Kiefer.
No.
Love
That's
you,
not
Kiefer.
what I mean.
Love you.
I want to maintain like. I want to tweet funny things, but I also think we need to like be professional as well and show people that we're like, because we are
We should be taken
a
seriously.
professional organization. We're a student-run organization, but we're still professionals. So
Right.
that's kind of like my goal for social media is like have it be fun, but also be professional.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, I apologize, guys. I've got all kinds of just gases and things coming out of me right now.
That's gross.
I mean, it's just a burp.
Dude's podcast. Woo. I'm just kidding.
Thank you for coming on the show, though. I know
Yeah,
it wasn't.
you're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank
I asked you if you would be on. You're just like, why? And I was like, because we want to get everyone on staff on eventually. There are gonna be some people that are gonna be tough to get on though, like Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner's gonna be tough.
yeah.
Kai's gonna be tough.
Well, Kai,
Well,
I
Kai
think
almost came, actually.
Oh,
I
did
asked
she?
her and she almost came.
Oh,
what she was doing with the diversity.
yeah, she's
thing
working with Cody right now. We lost our
She's
Cody.
working with
We have to
non-white
get Kai
people.
on because we have to have at least 2 female voices, okay? I'm sorry, but I just feel very underrepresented in staff.
Hey, bring
As
it
a
up with
woman.
B. Bring it up with B. It's not us
I don't think it's B's fault. I just think there's a lack of like female
applying.
In this
applying
field.
and
Well-
also just
Yeah.
I'm not in any digital media classes this semester really at all except for live event and studio, but other than that I've heard that like literally no one has very many girls in their classes.
So I'm in narrative right now, and Chelsea's the only girl in that class.
Yeah.
And then I'm in screenwriting. We got a bunch of women. Cameron's looking very confuzzled. Let's find out why.
Something, I can hear something.
I thought I heard the door beeping.
I don't know.
Like, I
Hold on,
kid
let
you
me
not.
check.
Yeah, go check.
We have a visitor.
We have a visitor. Santa!
Probably some lost student trying to do their
Maybe.
personal project.
Yeah, trying to get in the podcast room to do a personal project. That wouldn't work very well. But no, it's just this week's been very stressful so far, too, and it's only Tuesday.
It
I've
feels like
done...
it's Saturday.
Seriously, it's pretty much since the last episode, I've done like 4 shoots for narrative filmmaking, like because we only have like 10 people in the class, and every single person in the class except for Chelsea and Kiefer are making short silent films.
See, I was shot 4 times too.
Mm-hmm. They're all silent?
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said I was shot 4 times too. It was less enjoyable.
I had surgery and staples and stitches and all the other fun stuff. But yeah, no, it's every single person has a project. And now for the final, we are each writing a 10 to 12 page script and then pitching it to the class. And we're going to pick one and make the film out of that. So
That's all fun.
It sounds fun, but it's just a lot. Like,
well, don't you like writing though?
I do, but not that much.
12 pages.
Well,
I had to write a 20 page. I had to write a
12
20
is
page
fine.
script in my screenwriting class.
Yeah.
I feel like I honestly didn't learn anything in that class.
See, I'm in a screenwriting class right now.
Who do you have?
B.
Oh.
And
nice.
I really like it. It's really fun.
She's good.
She's great. So I have screenwriting. That's 30 pages. I have creative writing. Who knows how many pages that's going to end up being.
Usually that class isn't a lot. I've had creative writing, and they're usually just like, whatever works.
Oh, we're doing
yeah.
We're doing We're starting poetry tonight.
Yeah.
We're starting poetry tonight.
Oh,
I hate poetry.
Doug's poetry.
And then you get those people
so
that are in creative writing that are like English majors.
Yeah. No, and that want to be authors for a living and stuff, which is great. Good for them, you know? But that's not me. And to answer your question, Hope, as to why I'm taking creative writing, it's literally my last class until I get my associate's degree.
Oh.
So it's more of just I want to lock in my associates in case by some weird fluke of the universe I end up not finishing my bachelor's, even though I'm like a year and a half away.
I locked in my associates too, for sure.
I'm a year and a half away from my bachelor's degree in DM, so I should finish. The only way I wouldn't is if like I do something and it just takes off like a freaking crazy person, and I don't think anything I've made as of yet will. It's really confusing me that you're squinting at me without
I'm sorry.
your glasses.
I have my glasses off because when I put my glasses on with my headphones, it like digs into my head.
No, I get it because I have blue light filtering glasses, and
yeah.
I like to play video games with headphones on.
I can like literally just see the
suck.
shape of your body. I can't even see your facial expressions.
I'm
so
nice.
You play for like a couple hours.
Yeah, it
and
hurts.
You take them off and you're like, ah.
I will say though, the max lately that I've been able to play a video game has been like maybe an hour.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't do long gaming sessions anymore like I used to. God, I have the hiccups.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, once you get into college, it's really hard to do that stuff.
Well, college, work, studio, so like making content and editing it and all that crap, you know, it's
People don't realize how long that, like how much time that takes up, because
it's so much.
I feel like when I was taking a lot of production classes, which I'm not right now, but when I was, it was like I was always supposed to be on a shoot or writing a script or filming my own script, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to be doing all these things at once with like all my other classes.
Or editing it.
Yeah, and editing the
takes,
longest.
Yeah, editing I mean, I'll be honest, that's why I haven't edited another like 1v1 or I haven't really started Scaredy Cats yet because it takes so long to do, and I just don't feel like I have the kind of time to commit to that.
What you need is an editor.
I do need an editor. You want to be my editor?
Yeah, I can be your editor.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's serious.
Sweet. Yes. Awesome.
I'm already doing your intro.
Yeah, I didn't want to ask you to do it though because you're already doing so much.
I know.
Like you're doing so much.
I'm probably just agreeing to too much, but
yeah,
you know, I'm not doing anything for the live show.
Okay.
So I might as well just
start
editing
if you do,
I wish I was still that motivated
awesome.
Because honestly, you know where I am at right now, guys. This is my last semester, and I'm just done.
Oh yeah.
I'm just done.
Oh, I don't blame it. That light at the end of the tunnel is getting real bright, isn't it? The sun's getting real low.
I went to a class today, and I think I'm gonna drop it.
What? Why?
It's like too late to drop classes, and I'm just gonna drop it.
Why?
Because it's a lighting class, but it's a theater. We were talking about this.
Yeah,
it's like
theatrical lighting,
and
not
I have
not
to like develop a lighting plot, and like I have to basically come up with the lighting for this full show.
That sounds
like,
awful.
Light the whole show.
Jeez.
And it's like, it's so different than camera lighting because you can't just move the light around. They're permanent fixtures, and so you have to set all these lights and then be able to tell different stories with them. And it's not that it's not interesting, but I just feel like it's a kind of a waste of my time at this point because I'm going to take one class and then I'm not going to learn what I need to continue on in that field. But
it's just like a throwaway class.
Yeah.
I get that.
And it's like causing me the most stress out of all my classes.
All 2 of them?
I'm taking a lot more than 2 classes.
All right, okay. I thought you said you were taking 2 classes.
No.
No, listen.
It was 3. It wasn't 2, it was 3, for sure.
My bad.
But no, it's just like, I don't know. It's just not worth it right now.
Yeah.
I almost like just walked out of the class today because I was just so tired, and he was talking and I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I was physically just, my brain hurt.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Trying to figure out what he was saying. It wasn't last week, the week of live show. It was the week before that. I don't know if you saw me come into studio for Studio 76, the class. I just like sat against the wall and just stared off into space. Like, I did not want to deal with anybody.
Yeah.
I was so fed up with just everything. So I'd just come off work. I hadn't showered yet. And I just felt disgusting. You know that feeling you're just like, ugh. Yeah. That's actually how I felt yesterday too. But B's like, hey, you're doing this. I'm like, all right, we're going to be happy. we're going to pretend we have energy.
So she literally told you?
She told me last week.
Okay,
she told me last Tuesday.
That's not very good preparation.
Yeah, no, she told me last Tuesday that I was going to do it. I was kind of hoping she forgot, honestly.
Yeah. You're producing it, right?
Yes.
So what's your job as the producer of our
I'll be honest.
Our live show?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I'm a little bit confused because we have a director, we have writers, we have.
I think it's making sure everyone's happy and everyone's job gets done.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Like, and that's why I did what I did yesterday, where I wrote everything on the whiteboard like I did, so people knew I'm doing this, like, this is my job.
Yeah. And
stuff, so people can they can stay in their lane a little bit, but also feel like they're contributing. Because I kind of got the impression that last time some people felt like they didn't really have anything to do, especially once the cameras got turned on.
Oh, yeah.
They just kind of like, okay, well, I'm here. Where now it's like everyone, I feel like everyone's involved except maybe Cameron Till, but even he's involved. Oh, crap, I need to talk to him. Shoot. I will see him on Thursday and talk to him then. But I know personally, if I'm not involved with something, if I'm not doing anything for it, I don't want to be there. Like, I just got done with a shoot for Narrative, and we weren't filming my stuff. We were filming someone else's stuff, but I was still one of the actors.
Yeah.
And I texted the guy, and we were supposed to get to a house in Layton by 10 o'clock on a Sunday. Not hard at all. And what happened was I texted him. I was just like, do I need to be there? Like, do you need me there? And he goes, well, you're a script supervisor, so it'd be great. I'm like, all right, here we go. Yeah. But then I got there, and I found out I was supposed to do the soccer game that day with Cameron Till and, like, just the soccer game. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got there, and I got kind of ticked about this. We got everything set up. You know, we're ready to go. Boom, everything's perfect. And then I think it was like 40 minutes out from kickoff or first kick or whatever it's called in soccer. We were notified, hey, they're moving the game.
What?
Yeah. So because it rained for like 3 days straight. So
they moved the game, or did they postpone it?
So they originally were trying to move the game to another venue because the field was unplayable, which I have no idea what that means.
It was slippery.
I used to play soccer. And
yeah.
let me tell you something, they play on everything.
Yeah, I used to play soccer at recess.
What is too slippery? They're just like, yeah, you slip and fall. Who cares? You got shin guards.
The field was very spongy, so the field probably would get torn up really bad. Oh. And there was a hole.
They're protecting the field, not the players.
Yeah, there was a hole by. The
players don't care.
Whoops. There was a hole by one of the goals that they tried to fill in. So that probably contributed to it a lot. But I was just like, why couldn't they have done this, 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
Why are we figuring this out now?
Yeah,
because I was so tired. I ended up getting home about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I got home, went down in my room, immediately laid down. I didn't take a nap. I slept for like a solid 3 hours. It was great.
That's how Saturday I had a baby shower, and my sister-in-law's having a baby, so we had a baby shower in the morning. I don't know if you've ever been to a baby shower.
Good job clarifying that it's your sister-in-law's baby shower, not yours, because I was going to ask if it was yours.
Yeah, it's not mine.
The baby is not hers.
The baby's not mine, okay?
Yeah.
They did the test.
They did. You are not the mother. Yeah.
That's weird. No, but like if you've ever been to a baby shower, which I'm assuming neither of you have because that's usually a female.
I've seen a bridal shower. It's kind of similar to that,
tiring,
isn't it?
Okay?
Oh,
especially
I don't
if
doubt
your
it.
mom's like running it and you have to help and blah blah blah. So I get home at 2:30, and I had to leave for the football game at 3:30. And I also had to like change because it was gonna be like freezing and all that stuff. And I was like, do I have enough time to sleep? So I laid down in my bed and I just closed my eyes and I just like laid there for like 20 minutes and I was like, this is enough. And then it snowed. It was like snow.
It was like sleet.
Yeah.
Like a snow rain mix.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it was really cold.
Did you see that picture that Cameron took of the kid just eating crap?
They told me about that.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't see it. What was it?
So his kid was doing a Fortnite dance. Like going ham, just doing it, like killing it, you know. And they put him up on the big screen and everything. And I guess it was right after they cut from him. He just ate it so hard, face first into the step below, feet up in the air.
They caught it like all on camera.
Oh yeah.
Like, who took the picture? Cameron?
Cameron Till, yeah. And Tyler Troutman was filming it.
Yeah.
And the kid goes down, so Tyler
he
oh, are you okay? Like making sure he's okay. But the best was the caption they put on it on Instagram.
What was the caption again?
So the first one was the fate of all the Fortnite dancers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
And the second one, my favorite, was when your mom won't give you enough V-Bucks to buy the new battle pass. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, they told me about that. I didn't know they got it on camera.
Oh, it was
But then
funny.
I saw the pictures later.
His feet are just, because there were initially two pictures. One of the kid dancing, and then you swipe over and the kid's just on the ground, feet in the air.
Yeah, so they do camera 6, which is like the floating camera, and they do crowd shots and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like a more mobile camera.
Yeah, no, and I think if I were to do live event, that's the camera I'd want to do.
Yeah.
I think that would be
that's
a really fun one.
That's the camera I should be on, but the first game, he asked me what I wanted to be on, and I said camera 2 because Kyle, do you know Kyle? Oh, what's his last name?
Kyle or Kai?
Kyle.
I don't know
An
Kyle.
L. He works at Cats, like for Weber State.
Uh-huh.
And he came to help with the game and stuff because he's already done that. So he like knew what he was doing. I think that's why I was like, I want to do his camera so that like I can have someone to like rely on.
Yeah.
So I went to that camera and now I'm doing camera 2. And I don't know anything about football. Like
Okay, you know the brown funky looking thing?
No.
You follow
okay.
that with the camera and you're good.
I know. I'm fine catching the game action. Like, I can follow the ball, but once we get off the play, I'm supposed to be getting hero shots, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I usually just get the guy that either tackled or like was tackled.
That's exactly.
But I feel like
that's
he
what you
never
need.
took my shots, and so I was like, am I not getting the right people? Like,
yeah, football's kind of hard.
I hate it. It's so stressful. I'm like,
just pick a cute butt and follow it.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to get butts, you guys. They told us that.
Darn
We're
it.
not allowed. That was my whole goal, was just film football players' butts the whole time, and I can't even do that.
It's a struggle. I mean, wrestlers have the
What
best
else
butts.
is
Let's be
football
real.
for, right?
No, I got to do basketball though, so I guess I'm basketball.
No, there's no. They're too lurpy.
What?
They don't have butts. They're too tall.
They're tall, but they're also muscular.
That's true. Some of them don't have butts.
No, basketball players are like skin and
How
bone.
do they keep their shorts up if they
called
don't have butts?
It's called a drawstring.
Yeah.
You know, you tie it real tight. And then they also roll them up a little bit too.
I'm more excited for basketball because it's easier for me to follow basketball.
Well, that and it's inside.
Yeah, that.
It's inside.
There's no chance of like literally it was a rain game.
Yeah,
and you had to like put like covers over all our cameras and stuff, and it's so inconvenient.
This portion of the podcast has been censored because Cameron doesn't know the meaning of family-friendly content. And now, back to your family-friendly content.
Most of the time I don't care, but
just dim down the lights.
That one,
no one can see anybody.
Why would you? What? This isn't a nighttime podcast. This is a daytime happy podcast.
It could be a nighttime. We should do that.
A nighttime
we should
podcast.
do, like, nighttime like secrets, like
secrets of the cat cave.
What's your secret?
I'm really hairy.
This is why we need girls, because girls bring juice.
Girls
Bring the
bring
juicy-
gossip.
That's kind of true, but also guys do that too. So
True.
Let's be real.
It depends on who. Depends on who we're talking about and why. I think for a guy to bring up gossip.
Yeah.
Celebrities.
Well, I think that
guys don't care.
depends on most. Are you sure? I care a lot about the celebrity crowd.
You do?
I do.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't
It depends. I feel like I know a lot, but I don't know why.
Yeah, it's one of those like, but
People are like, "Is this person dating someone?" I'm like, "Yeah, his name's this." I'm like, how do I know that? I think I'm just on Instagram a lot. So
Yeah,
I see a lot of things.
So I listen to a lot of Rooster Teeth content, and they always talk about stuff like that. I know a ton about that company and like the people in that company.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Kardashian level
See,
or
I don't
higher,
follow them, though.
but like Kardashian level or higher celebrity,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I hate being dressed up, guys.
Why are you dressed up?
I was on a
Dressed
shoot.
so down today.
I was on a shoot, and I've actually worn this outfit 3 times now
For the same movie.
for the same shoot. Yeah.
Shoot.
The first one was probably the one that was just like, oh, because we filmed a ton. Like we filmed it in reverse basically, so we shot the end of the film first.
Okay.
And my nose itches. What happened was the Atmos, the thing that records when you're using fancy stuff.
For the people listening.
Yeah, for the people
He
listening.
looked at me when he said that, and I was like, I know what an Adam is.
Yeah, sorry. My eyes just kind of wander around when I talk. It decided that it didn't want to record anything, so we had no footage for like 3 hours of work.
Oh God.
Yeah. And so we went to the Apple store because it was formatted to Mac.
Uh-huh.
Went to the Apple store and like, hey, can we use a computer to see if the files are there? And they go, no, it's locked down. Like we don't let that kind of stuff happen. Go to Best Buy. So we're at Farmington Station. So we walk all the way from the Apple store to Best Buy. There's like 6 of us.
Oh, there's a Best Buy there now. I forgot.
Yeah. And so we go in there, we check it, we get a computer, we check it, and it doesn't have any of our files. Like one file made it.
Dang.
Through that purge of recording. And then we went to
I would cry.
Then we went to Chick-fil-A. And it was me, Cameron Till, Chelsea, Kiefer, and Fernando.
All
no
people
one
that no one recognizes listening.
Yeah, well, you know.
They're people that we know.
Yeah, they're happy
Yes,
people.
Maybe they'll be on the show one day.
They know Kiefer. They've heard Kiefer talk. And if they watch
Yes,
Scaredy
that's
Cats,
right.
they know Tyler and Cameron. Really, the only one they don't know is Chelsea and Fernando.
That's right.
Which should also be on this show because they're also a big part of.
Fernando's not.
But Chelsea
should be, yeah.
She should be here.
Yeah, we'll get her on eventually.
We've done podcasts together.
But everyone else was like t-shirt jeans, you know, like comfy clothes. And then I'm sitting there in a white long sleeve shirt, you know, and I made the comment. I go, man, guys, I feel really overdressed for this right now.
For Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, which Chick-fil-A is really not my favorite. Like,
I agree.
I think it's just too overhyped.
Controversial
Oh, it's
statement
definitely a
in
hot
Utah.
take. That and In-N-Out. In-N-Out sucks.
I actually don't mind In-N-Out, but it's not like
It's
I
not.
don't like crave In-N-Out, but if that's an option, I'll eat it.
See,
And I sometimes crave it. Actually, that's a lie.
I'm more of like
Not Chick-fil-A though.
See, I just In-N-Out. They don't.
Crown Burger.
They're fried. Ooh, that's some good stuff right there. That's 10 times better than In-N-Out. I will fight anybody on that. In-N-Out to me, it's too greasy.
In-N-Out's like the whole thing is like they're all fresh and like they.
But they're super greasy still. Like you pick it up and it's like your bun is wet. That's how I felt the last time I ate it. It's been like 2 years.
It's been a while, so maybe I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't eat out that much. So.
You're healthy. Good
Yeah,
job.
you're healthier than I am for sure.
Maybe we should do a health one, and you can teach us
No,
how
I
to
hate
not
health.
eat.
I don't do that either.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
I just don't eat crap food. and
What's
then-
your favorite food, Cameron?
Ironically, it's pasta.
Ooh, carbs.
I like
Yeah.
carbs.
I love carbs too.
What about you, I almost called you Chelsea. I am so
an
sorry.
honor. I wish you thought I was Chelsea. She's the coolest person I know. My favorite food is sushi or just any Asian food in general. I love rice.
Yeah, rice.
Yeah,
is
Anything
good.
with rice in it.
I've never had sushi. It scares me. We've had this conversation before, I think.
I don't remember.
We did.
I talk about
Yes.
We
sushi
did?
with a lot of
We did?
people.
Yes.
I swear I had one with you when we were going over to get that Chinese food over in the Union.
Oh yeah.
Stuff's
Yeah, yeah.
good. That stuff, I eat that stuff all the time. It's so expensive though.
But it has rice in it.
Yeah.
And chicken.
And chicken and yum yum sauce. Like
And yum yum sauce. Okay.
yum yum sauce is the freaking best.
It's just so good. I just need to live in an Asian country so I can just eat rice every day and no one will judge me. Because I feel like people here are like, it's a carb. I'm like, yeah, you eat carbs all the time. It's called
Carbs
bread.
are delicious.
Yeah.
Like
Also, we need them.
carbs
Life is for the living.
Carbs-
Stock up on carbs.
carbs are happiness, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are.
Like,
unless you take all the gluten out of it.
but then it's not a carb anymore. It's I don't know what you would call that, but it's not a carb.
It's still a carb if there's no gluten in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
gluten.
I don't really
no
know what
longer
gluten
good.
is really, but I'm pretty sure
It's like a
still
chemical
carb.
reaction. It's weird.
I'm not sure.
I went through a whole phase where I was like, maybe I need to stop eating gluten, and I lasted like 2 days, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I can't do this.
I've met people who are like, oh, I'm gluten free. Like, oh, really? Like, do you have celiac or whatever? No, I just chose not to eat gluten. Why?
Yeah.
Things without gluten are not as good.
It's
like a scientific fact.
They're not tasty.
You have to freeze your bread so that it's not gross.
It's a joke.
If it doesn't have gluten in it.
But like, I mean, and this goes into like vegetarianism and veganism and all the other isms that are out there with food.
Muslimism.
No, that's not one of them.
That's a
But I
religion.
was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's not even close. But like,
Communism.
no, again,
That's an
it
ism.
had the ism, but it's not about food. Like
They
people
have
who
food, just not a lot of it.
like people who restrict their diet not out of necessity, but just because they want to. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I see that again.
I understand people trying to live a healthier life, but I think my whole philosophy is just like everything in moderation. Like, don't eat so much.
Don't
bad
gorge
food.
yourself. Yeah.
But I don't know.
But there's a difference between doing it to be healthy and doing it to be obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, there's certain diets that are like, yeah, I'd rather eat more healthy food than not.
Right.
And not gorge myself. And then there are the kind of diets where it's like, I'm never eating. I'm only going to eat this one specific kind of food.
Oh,
and I'm gonna,
yeah.
like
Bananas.
annoy everybody
Yuck.
else
That's what
with my
vegans do.
diet.
They eat a lot of bananas.
But
Yeah.
see, I feel
I almost went vegan.
I feel like
And then I ate a salad and I was done.
I feel like vegetarian and veganism, like those two things, they're more for like attention. Like, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for saying that.
You are.
But
Also, I have an argument with that. But go
okay,
on.
I just, to me, it's very much like again back to the dating profiles because I'm a single male and that seems like the only way to meet people in this day and age. Unfortunately, it seems like I'm a proud vegan, or if you eat meat, don't try and match with me, or I'm just like, but why? Like,
People
why
actually
is that
say
a big deal? Yeah, people actually say that.
That's my biggest pet peeve on dating sites when people are like, if you do this, don't even bother.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Or if
that
you're
already gives me a bad impression of you. You should just be looking at
Even
people's
if I
profiles.
don't. Yeah.
Like, people's profiles, you're supposed to be wanting people to date you.
I've
That
s-
just turns people off of you automatically if you're not this way.
I've
then
seen
we're not gonna.
I've seen a lot of, if you're under 6 foot, don't swipe right. We all know what that means, right? Like swiping right and left and crap.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, you're like 4'2", but all
It
right.
shows your height. On some of them, it shows your height. Why don't you just pick out the ones you don't want? Like, why do you have to be that person that's like, if you're not 6 feet, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
just
stupid.
look at his profile, and if he looks too short, then don't
Or-
swipe on him. Don't be rude about it.
Or the other thing too is on some of them, you can actually say like you can choose your parameters of height. Which I'm not a fan of because I'm short. And it kind of leaves me hanging out to dry.
Literally? No.
Jeez. But I don't know. And it also seems like a lot of people, I've seen people have their Venmo on their account. I'm like, what
What sites are you?
Tinder?
I'm sorry, what's a Venmo?
It's like PayPal, but for
So they just
people.
like they want like a sugar daddy. Is
Yeah,
that what it
yeah.
is? It's like what the heck?
There are a lot of girls who are on there just like, I need a sugar daddy to pay for, because college is expensive. I'm like, how about you get a job?
Freaking hoe. Get
Here's
off
the thing.
website.
Here's the thing. This is why I don't love dating sites. Is that I feel like people are just not who I want to date on there. Like,
No.
because they are like that. Like,
Yeah.
we are in a culture right now, like a dating culture where it's like hookups and like give me money and like not long term, or it's very physically based.
Yeah.
And like that's very much not where I want to be. And I'm like way too innocent for dating apps. I feel like.
Yeah,
I went
probably.
on one date with a guy on a dating app and I had fun, and then he like tried.
Try to make out with you, and you're like,
No. He just would like call me like every night and then be like, "Hey, do you want to come to my place?" And I was like, "No."
He wouldn't leave you alone.
It was like booty calls.
Yeah.
So I was like, "No, thank you."
I mean, dating sites are just weird. Like, and I mean, I don't know if it was on a podcast or if we just talked about it outside of the podcast, but it feels like almost if you don't have X amount of Instagram followers or insert social media platform
Sometimes.
here, you're not good enough.
Yeah, people will just put their Instagram profiles on their dating
There are people,
and I never look at that.
There-
Like, write a bio, you
I'll-
lazy butt.
I'll look at it just for fun to be like,
never
okay,
do.
let's look at it. But they'll have like 1,600 followers and stuff, and I'm like,
Because they asked to get followed.
yeah, it's like because you just put your dating like a lot of them are probably people who they follow them, they message them, and then the person just never responds, and the other person just like doesn't do anything about it. You know, like I actually matched with a girl who she matched with me, and she goes, "Hey, do you have Instagram?" I go, "Yeah, I do." She goes, "Cool, you should add me." So I did, and I'm like, and I go, "Hey, this is Doug from whatever," and didn't hear anything, just crickets. And then I get back on my dating site, look at my matches, and she had unmatched me. I was like, "What's your freaking deal?" You know, so I unfollowed them immediately. I was like, "You're not gonna get this out of me. You're not gonna get this follow."
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I hate is like I just want like a nice person. Like, is it that hard? Like, I feel like I'm like, people are like, you are too picky. I'm like, I'm literally just looking for like a decent human.
Yeah,
like that's my criteria is like you're nice.
You're not looking for someone
What?
who is gonna want, you know, XYZ. You're looking for someone who actually wants to spend time with you.
And obviously I have to be attracted to them, but still.
Right. That's a huge
like I'm not
thing.
like that picky. Actually, I am.
Well, I mean, it's okay to be picky to a point.
Yeah.
But like, if you go to like on those websites, they're way more picky.
They
Than they should be.
Yeah,
absolutely
because you
are.
only see like 3 pictures and then you're like, me.
Yeah. No, they
Bye.
absolutely are. And I mean, and I've seen I have stories about freaking Tinder and Mutual. Mutual is like the Mormon one. It's like Mormon Tinder, basically.
Yeah, I'm on there.
I am too.
It's less sketchy, but it's still
It's
stupid.
still pretty.
It's still pretty dumb.
I still see a lot of profiles on there that are just that's actually where it was Bumble that I matched with a girl on for Instagram. But there's still a lot of girls like you match with them and then you say hi or whatever and they just don't respond. And I'm like, then why did you? And I'm guilty of this too. Like I'll match with somebody, they'll say something, and I'll just ignore them.
Yeah, I'm just not very good at it because I like get on there when I'm like, maybe I should try it out again, and then I match with someone and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I just can't make up my mind because I just hate it.
I will get on there when I'm really bored. That's what mine is. It's like a boredom killer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And it's just weird though. Like I don't know. I just
How did
like
we
you
get
said,
on this subject?
we just did. I don't know. But I have a story.
Okay.
Not about this. Not about this. It's different.
About what?
Totally different topic. I asked you to remind me, and you forgot to remind me.
I don't even remember what you asked me.
Talk
to
about
remind you.
sleeping in class.
I love your ability of segueing into different conversations.
I'm just awful at it. I just do it anyway. I'm like, I don't care.
Like now we're switching to this topic.
Hit the brakes on this one. Get out of that car. Go run over to this car. Get in. Turn it on. Drive off.
In his defense, you did ask me to remind him about
I
it, but I
did.
forgot.
But this is how our
I'm
conversations
tired,
go.
so.
They just
All
kind of.
right, so what's the story?
So I was taking English. So I mean, it's just high school in general.
Okay.
I would have like high school starts too early in Utah. First of all,
Oh,
7:30 a.m. No
I thought it was
thanks.
7:45. It's 7:30.
I
think
It's
so,
been so
yeah.
long, you guys. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's not great regardless.
Can't remember.
And I remember, so I'd be fine up till after lunch. And in high school, for some reason, they put 3 classes before lunch, and then another class. I'd rather just do all 4 classes at once, get it over with, go home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not hard. You know, that's
Yeah,
not
but
a
it's an
difficult
awkward
thing.
Time, but go on.
But I'd rather get home at, 1 than 3
Yeah.
or whatever. And so I'd go to lunch and I'd eat the school lunch because I was poor and didn't want to drive anywhere. Try and fight that. But after lunch, I'd go to my next class, sit down, and then it'd be like someone chloroformed me. I would not be able to stay awake to save my life.
It makes you sleepy.
Well, food makes me sleepy, and then also like,
No sleep.
yeah, I didn't sleep very well. And I'm the kind of person, if I stay up past 10, I'm dying. I'm having a hard time staying awake and stuff. Staying awake at that point, especially if it was like math class. Oh, hate math. Hate
Yeah.
math so much.
I used to have math all the time after lunch.
Yeah.
So I'd get there and I'd be like,
It's the worst.
Learning about math, and then I just sit there and not pay attention.
Well, my sophomore, I only took math my sophomore and junior year of high school. And then my senior year, I was just like, I'm not taking math because I'm taking 2 years off school. So why would I take math?
Yeah, I didn't take any important classes my senior year.
I took drama my
me
senior
too.
year. That
Actually,
that class was fun the first semester, and then the second semester, the teacher, not professor, the teacher hated me.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because I didn't go to region for drama.
Oh, yeah.
He really wanted me to go. I was like, dude, I got wrestling. Like, I'm not going to freaking do this. Screw
I
that.
was a theater kid, so that was my whole senior year, basically.
Theater is different than drama. Like musical theater or acting?
Yeah, I was musical theater.
See, this was just acting. This wasn't musical theater.
That's not my thing.
See, I
It has to have
avoided
music
musical
involved.
theater, though, because there was all the choir kids in,
Yep.
like, when it came
That
to
was
musical
me.
theater. Oh, you were the choir kid?
I was a choir kid and a theater kid, so
Ugh.
double whammy.
They-
I had
Oh,
cool
okay.
friends though. I kind of like hung out with the theater kids when I was in theater, but actually, you know what? They weren't that weird. I had some pretty good.
Some of them are
friends.
real weird, though.
Yeah, most of the
I
people
feel
in
like
my
we had a
school
good
were
batch
really
my
weird.
year.
Did
and they
ya?
were just pretty normal.
Where did you go?
I went to Layton.
Layton? So I went to Viewmont, and there was one kid. He was a year younger than me. So they did, crap, what's the musical that's a murder mystery within a play? It's the Curtains? Is that it?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Okay. So they did Curtains,
Yeah.
and this kid auditioned for like every lead male role, and he was ensemble,
And that makes them so mad.
and you
They
could
get
tell.
So upset.
You could tell just watching. I went and saw the play with the girl I was dating at the time. They actually did a really good job. It was really fun.
Yeah.
He was furious,
Yeah.
and it was.
There's those people
funny.
that like if they don't get a lead role, they're like, this is unbelievable, and then they have to like complain about it and then be super bitter.
They take it way too seriously.
I'm like,
I've never
guys, chill.
gotten
It's
a
actually
role.
it's fun being in the ensemble. I was a lead my senior year, and I was like, this is so
That was-
stressful. I want to
Yeah, no, I'd rather if I were to do that, I'd rather be ensemble for sure.
Yeah, it's way funner. You have a lot more free time.
Well, well, it's like I said last week, I actually like being on camera and like on mic and stuff because I don't have to worry about stuff. I just let my brain do whatever it wants, and that's how we got here. Is I just start talking, and my ear itches really bad.
I've changed a lot since high school, so now I don't like being in front of the camera. But I used to.
See, I don't like being in front of the camera because I hate my voice and my face and
same.
everything that
Oh.
I do.
And I'm like, I just hate myself, so let's stop videotape me, okay?
I don't like the way I look. Like I see myself on camera, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
And that was actually why I shaved my head.
Oh, yeah?
Is because I was doing a film, so that I use that term very lightly, in my digital media essentials class.
Oh, that's why you're saying film. With
Yeah,
quotes.
yep.
Okay.
And we had a backlight on me, and you could just see how thin my hair was. And I was like, ooh. And it was not great. Like, I was not a fan, so I buzzed it. I think it was like later that day after I saw it. I was like, I go home and I go to my stepdad. I go, hey, can you help me shave my head? He's like, sure. So we just take it all off, and now I just maintain it, shave it every couple days, and it's so much easier to manage than having hair. Although if I could have your hair, Cameron, I would absolutely do it. Like,
I wish my hair was thicker, though. It's really thin.
is it?
You know what your hair like reminds me of though? It reminds me of like the '90s heartthrob hair,
I
like
could
in a
see it.
good way.
Yeah,
Like it's like luscious.
I think of
It's
Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. Honestly,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Who's
Do you know who
that?
I'm talking about?
Yeah, the guy with purple hair?
Yeah. I'll show you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know Dragon Ball Z. Sorry,
Yeah, no.
I never got into it.
Oh, I love Dragon Ball Z.
It's
Let's
just
see.
it's a show that screams a lot.
Yep.
And
I
then they-
remember what it is. I feel like there was a lot of like hair up in the air.
No,
Oh,
so
yeah.
when they go
They're a
Super
big fan
Saiyan,
of
it
that.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's
I remember
just,
seeing commercials.
but when
of it a lot.
when he's not Super Saiyan though, that's what he looks like.
Oh yeah,
And doesn't that?
minus the purple, but yeah.
I mean,
I feel that.
you bowl that out obviously because there's no hair coming down the back. It's like a bowl cut, and dye it purple. Voila, and give him a lot more muscles. Voila, you have Trunks.
I just like imagine like the like moody heartthrob in a '90s film.
The angsty
If
teen.
you wear like a lot of leather jackets, do you have a leather jacket?
He does.
Yes,
He
actually I do.
always
I have
when
two.
it gets cold, he will be wearing that every single day.
Then there
Yeah.
you go. You completed the look.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing when we did live production, the multicam class. You wore that sucker every day.
It's cold in the morning.
Oh,
man.
no, it's you're telling the guy who has to park at freaking 7-Eleven and walk to class.
I don't know how
Why
you
do you
did
do that to yourself? Why don't you just get on the shuttle like the rest of us?
Because I don't want to deal with that line.
It's not
the
that
line
bad.
has gotten better recently.
The line is not ever very long when I go.
I think what I would do, and I may end up doing this, I hate paying money for parking passes because it's not guaranteed I'm going to get a spot. Yeah. I know up at the D Event Center, it's much more likely.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's practically guaranteed. But
you might have to park at the end.
What I would do is I'd park up there, and then I'd still probably walk down instead of taking the shuttle. I'd just walk.
Oh, well, see,
you can park
then
at
you have to walk back, and that's.
But I don't have to walk back. I'd take the shuttle back if I wanted.
Well, then you have to you take the shuttle back, and then you have to
But I would park,
which is probably going to be a really long way.
Maybe. I mean,
let's just say that parking at Weaver sucks.
Parking here sucks. Yes,
it's like one of my worst.
And I'm actually gonna get a ticket today. I guarantee it. I parked in a W lot at 1:00.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get a ticket. It's about $18, I think. It's like $16 to $18.
I have not gotten a ticket for a long time here. I used to get them a long time ago when I had to park at the top of campus.
Yeah, I just.
And I don't do that anymore.
And I don't get up here till about 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
And
my first class is until 10:30.
My first class is at 9.
What I need in life.
I've been told many times by many different people that if you don't get here by like 7:00, you're not getting a parking spot.
If you don't get here by 8:00, if you're not here by or before 8:00, like 7:55, like you don't get a parking spot.
See, and I just don't want to deal with that in my life. I'd rather sleep in a little longer, take my time getting ready, maybe stop and get McDonald's on the way if I feel like it.
That's why I take the
shuttle. And just walk to class. Like,
all right,
it doesn't bother me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. So, thank you for listening.
The time, man. No, just kidding.
Does anybody have any last words? Do you have any last words, Hope?
Thanks for having me on here.
There we go.
I wish we could have talked about more
Come back next time.
What do you want to talk more about?
I don't know. Just
girl stuff?
Give girls a voice, man. That's all I got.
y'all got to be on the show. I mean, we do this at this time every Tuesday, so you're more than welcome to come down.
Yeah, but I'm never here this late on Tuesdays. Okay, I just want to go home now.
Well, if we got another time, we can come down here and do it.
That's true. We don't do this live, so we can record whenever we want if you want to be on more episodes.
Yeah. Just let me know.
She just gave me a look of like, shut up, Doug.
I did not. Did I make that face? I've never made that face in my life.
We will see you next time.
I love you all.
Bye.